Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k17 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz, and this is another episode of NXT. And in fact, this is the final episode of Universe Mode before the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. We are here on this week's NXT with a tag team match to open things up. We have Rich Swann and Grand Metalik, the Cruiserweight Champion, up against Pete Dunne. And Brian Kendrick, of course, Pete Dunne, the #1 contender for the Cruiserweight Championship. Roderick Strong, he'll be going one-on-one with Cassius Ohno, as both men will feature in the Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Championship at TakeOver. Kota Ibushi will go one-on-one with TJ Perkins as well. Akam, one half of the Authors of Pain, he'll be going up against Johnny Gargano, and that'll be one of our featured contests tonight, as well as this one. Triple threat action among our women. It's Billie Kay, Carmella, and Asuka. The winner takes on Nia Jax at TakeOver. It's a #1 contenders match for the NXT Women's Championship. Tag team action to start things up among our cruiserweights. It's going to be Metalik and Swann with the victory, and Cassius Ohno gets the victory over Roderick Strong. Ibushi manages to get a victory over Perkins as well, and we'll check in with Akam versus Johnny Gargano. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, our opening contest on tonight's episode of NXT. It's going to be one half of the Tag Team Champions here at NXT, the Authors of Pain. It's Akam versus Johnny Gargano in singles action. And there they are. They are the Authors of Pain. They are your NXT Tag Team Champions. They must have left the gold back in the locker room as they prepare for tonight's singles action. Paul Ellering in the back there. Akam and Razar. What a dominant team the Authors of Pain are. And arguably, I don't know if there's a team good enough to beat the Authors of Pain right now here in NXT. DIY, of course, Gargano and Ciampa have been very, very good themselves, but they are up against such a dynamic force at TakeOver. It's going to be hard to see them beating them. But if there is a team that can, it is the former Tag Team Champions of Gargano and Ciampa. And here they come. So Johnny Gargano in action here tonight. Tough matchup for him. But if he can get a victory over Akam tonight, that will give him a huge boost of confidence and give DIY a fighting chance at TakeOver, which of course will be happening in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks after Extreme Rules and 2 weeks before the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, which of course will be our next pay-per-view after Extreme Rules. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Extreme Rules will be going live to you Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK time, right here on BrendenPlayz, of course, live on YouTube and on Twitch. So do not miss it live. If you can't make it live, make sure you check out the show when it's uploaded after the live stream. So check it out and make sure that you let me know what you think about it. I hope to see all of you there for Extreme Rules live, and if not, on the upload afterwards. Gargano right now with a good start here over Akam, has a hold of the arm and putting some pressure here on Akam early on. And that's what Gargano really has to utilize here. Just continue to work away, keep the pressure on early, perhaps target a body part like he did with the arm, focus on that throughout the entirety of the matchup, and try and utilize that weakness to his full advantage. That might be the key strategy going into TakeOver that DIY may need to employ. As a big knee there by Akam, right into the head of Gargano. So DIY I think they've been very, very impressive since coming here to NXT. They've had a great start to their NXT careers, impressing us last season, now this season as well. They've been so good, but they're just gonna have to find a way. You know, you lose a big match, you lose your championships, you start to wonder, well, are we the best? And one big loss can really derail you as a tag team, and you have to just kind of unite together, put that loss behind them, and just come back together as a team, work out a strategy, work out a plan to beat the Authors of Pain. If DIY can do that, if they can orchestrate a plan and execute it to the best of their ability, they're within a huge chance of winning. Of course, Paul Ellering ringside, he will play a factor in that match, as we know. Will he get himself involved? Will he cost him the win? That's something they also need to focus on. As Gargano with an elbow off the top, while Akam was rolling over, and Gargano, he was just flying through the air. He was not even willing to wait for Akam to get in position. He was just happy to fly whenever he had the chance, and that's what you got to do. You got to take those risks against the Authors of Pain. They won't give you too many opportunities, but when they do, you got to make the most of it with the DDT right there by Gargano as well, back in control, and Akam is in some trouble here. Of course, I mean, Akam is used to competing in tag team action, hasn't had that many singles matches, so that's when, you know, he can get exposed here. One-on-one, isolation of your opponent, and a takeover. If DIY can try and turn it into a singles match, as a diving clothesline there by Gargano, turn into a singles match by having the one guy in the match for the majority of the time, put him in the corner, isolate him, put the pressure on him, that's, I believe, probably one of their best chances of winning. You know, Akam and Razar, both of them pretty inexperienced as singles competitors, but they have been very successful in a short period of time as tag team competitors. There's a steel chair's been involved there. Razar getting that one in the ring, as Gargano with a double foot stomp there on Akam as he kicks on the chest as well to follow it up. So he's in good touch at the moment, Gargano. He's really looking good. Wraps up the legs of Akam as well, perhaps even trying to make the big man tap out. The steel chair involved. We'll see if that gets used at any point in time of this matchup, but the referee might even take it out as Gargano. Oh, jeez. If he hadn't fell back there, he would have landed on the chair at the same time, and that would have just inflicted a little bit extra pain by Akam. Up in the top now is Gargano. Trouble here. Oh, boy. Oh, look out here. And go for a side slam, avalanching him off the top of the rope and landing down there. And that is a lot of pressure now back on DIY's Johnny Gargano. Especially Gargano was in control, and all of a sudden, this match is slipping away from him. Akam now, as the referee will get rid of that steel chair. Akam now looking to put him away, can't do it. Gargano countering, he had to, otherwise it was over. Akam though countering with a reverse DDT of his own, and now into the cover here. Could be it here, shoulders down. Is this going to be it here for DIY's Gargano? No, it's not going to be. He stays in this matchup. Important that he just remains calm. He cannot afford to let Akam remain in control, because Gargano cannot play catch up. He has to keep the momentum of this match, keep control, dictate the course of the matchup. And I believe if Gargano can't beat Akam tonight, their chances of beating the Authors of Pain will be very, very slim. They need some confidence. The Authors of Pain have been on top. They haven't been stopped. They're untouchable right now. And if the Authors of Pain can just remain undefeated and roll through the entire tag division, it's going to be so hard for them to be stopped. As he gets steamrolled there, does Gargano by Akam. Is that enough to put him away? No, a kick out at two. Pressure applied there, of course, but still not enough to put him away. Akam, though, believes he has something that can put him away. He's going to line him up and try and finish it off here. He's got him up now. Here it comes. No, counter there by Gargano. Counter, shoulders down. Referee in position. Is this it? No. Referee took a lot of time there. Akam back to his feet now though. But Gargano has been able to counter a couple times, and now Gargano gets him. And he picks him up and slams him down. Gargano launches and drives Akam down, and he's happy about that one. It's not over yet, though. He's not done with him yet. Big clothesline. There's another. Gargano. Big super kick there. Right on the button, and trouble now for Akam. Gargano. He's lining him up for one more. Right on the chin. And perhaps he has kicked the lights off, and it's all over. The Authors of Pain, no luck tonight. It's DIY's night. It's DIY's moment. What a victory that is for Johnny Gargano, and that is a win that will seal the deal for them. They are the #1 contenders, and now they have the confidence and momentum heading in towards NXT Takeover number 5, where the Authors of Pain will defend their tag team gold against Gargano and Ciampa. Incredible win tonight by Gargano. As you can see, right on the button. Big kick. And Johnny, he's looking good. Johnny wrestling in full force tonight. Can he keep the momentum going? And will it bring about the NXT Tag Team Championships? Well, the champ is here, ladies and gentlemen. Our NXT champion, Bobby Roode. Roderick Strong. Well, Strong, not much luck with this match earlier on against Ono. And he's trying to size up Bobby Roode as he gets ready for the big takeover matchup. But Bobby Roode really not having much of it. Wasn't all that impressed or intimidated. And Roderick Strong will probably be disappointed about that. But anyway, Strong sending a message to the champion. And he's trying to step up Strong. He's new to NXT. And he realizes he's got a big opportunity to become the next NXT champion. But he just needs, I think, to let everyone treat him seriously. He's had a bit of luck here and there. He's had some wins, but a loss here tonight could derail him as Billie Kay is entering the ring for the big triple threat matchup. More on that in a moment's time. But for Roderick Strong, he's just trying to step up to the champion and let him know that he's here and he's coming for the championship. Whether he's been winning or losing, it does not matter in Strong's eyes. He has an opportunity, he has a title shot, and he can get it done on the night. Well, here is Carmella, the princess of Staten Island, and she's here, and she proclaims that she's fabulous. Well, she's got a chance tonight to prove it. Is this a chance for Carmella to be the next NXT Women's Champion? All she needs to do tonight is win this triple threat matchup. Billie Kay in the ring earlier before as well. Billie Kay, I've been impressed with, and I've been impressed with Carmella as well. Both these women, I think, have, surprised me the most. They've been very, very good, but without really being great. But the last couple months, we're just starting to see the best of them. We're just starting to see them step up and potentially become the next #1 contender. But arguably the favorite to win this one, and with good reason, it's Asuka, the dominator of NXT in the women's division. She is dangerous. She is scary. Arguably the biggest matchup it could be at TakeOver if Asuka can win tonight. Nia Jax versus Asuka. A battle of the absolute best here at NXT at TakeOver number 5. But Asuka, yeah, you'd think that she'd be dominating, you'd think she'd be unbeatable, but she has lost. She spent last season really trying to find her feet here in NXT without a lot of luck. But since the new season has come, Asuka has just started to get things going for herself. The confidence is back, and she's even kind of tried to step up to the champion, Nia Jax, of course, at the last TakeOver, and showing that she's not afraid to back down from a fight, showing that she's ready to go. And she's done the hard work, and she's got herself in a position where she will be within a chance of becoming the next #1 contender, as Carmella struck the referee inadvertently, but it's not going to work out for us. Reverse DDT there on Billie Kay. No doubt about it in my mind, the 3 best contenders in this one here in this triple threat matchup. There's Billie Kay against the ropes as Asuka grabs a hold of it, tempted belly to belly, but Carmella gets himself involved. And I think Carmella's been the one. We saw her go one-on-one with Nia Jax a few weeks ago, and on that matchup, we saw Carmella really take it to Nia Jax, gave her a huge run for her money, almost, in my opinion, beating Nia Jax. And I think it was that moment that we just saw Carmella break out as a singles competitor. Carmella, was involved in the End Zone cast before they moved up to the main roster, as we know, and she decided to stay here in NXT to become a women's wrestler and chase the NXT Women's Championship. There was an opportunity for her to move up to the main roster. Obviously, Alexa Bliss, who was in NXT for a while last season, she's moved up, and Carmella was given the same offer from the general managers of Raw and Smackdown to head up, sign a decent contract, not a huge contract, because of her current status here in NXT. Not a lot of wins, not a lot of great performances, not a lot of opportunities, to be fair. So she decided to stay here in NXT, chase the championship at a time where NXT's women's division has got a lot of newcomers coming through, looking to find their feet. Well, Carmella's been here for a while now, and she has a chance to be one of the front runners for the women's championship. And Carmella decided, hey, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to chase the title, and if I can win the championship, I might even get a bigger and a better contract when I do decide to move up to the main roster. So it's not a bad ploy there by Carmella. She's chasing more money, which is fair enough, but she's also chasing the dream of becoming a women's champion here in NXT. As the suplex could be inbound here for Asuka. Asuka over the counter, able to get back into her feet and stop it from happening. Is now a shot to the gut there by Asuka. Look out, here she comes! launches herself at Carmella, takes down the Princess of Staten Island. As now, attempted belly to belly, but Asuka can't connect as Billie Kay with a counter. Billie Kay, of course, from Sydney, Australia. I should know plenty about Sydney, and I do. And Billie Kay has decided to try and make it big here in the United States in NXT as now Hurricane Rana. She's chasing the dream of becoming a women's champion herself, but it's been a lot harder of a journey for her. Going through the independent scene all over the world, wrestling all over the world, trying to prove that she's good enough to mix it with the best of the best. And she's made it to NXT finally, and she's starting to really prove that she's good enough. There's a big clothesline there by Billie Kay. A win here tonight for Billie Kay would be surprising, I'd have to admit that, but it would be so great at the same time to see her get a big opportunity. Couldn't quite get the win there, thanks to Asuka, but now Asuka, tried to suplex Billie Kay with a counter and a beautiful drop kick to follow. She hit that with precision and great speed there. Asuka was trying to get a hold of it, but just couldn't quite do it. As now, Carmella, big right hands there with a Thez press. Brilliant stuff here from all of our women in this one, and Carmella is pretty pleased with herself as well. It's a close matchup in this one. It's a close battle, and it could certainly go either way at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get ready for a quick break in this matchup. We'll be back right after this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Extreme Rules is coming to you next up here on Universe Mode, live on BrendenPlayz, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK time, right on your screen right now. You can check out the entire match card for Extreme Rules. Of course, if you want to know the full card, you can check out the website, BrendenPlayz.com, clicking on the Extreme Rules page and check out the full match card. Do not miss the show live on BrendenPlayz. Of course, catch it on the upload on BrendenPlayz on YouTube as well. Extreme Rules this Sunday live on BrendenPlayz. We are back here in NXT. Close contest between these three women. Obviously earlier in the matchup we saw how close it was and back and forth. And Billie Kay's been impressing. Carmella's been good as well. And Asuka, she's been great as well. So it's so close to call here. It's been a great performance by all three of our women in this one, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see all of our women showcasing how good they are. As a big elbow there by Kay drops down Carmella. As now Billie misses out of that shot there by Asuka. Tried to grab a hold of Asuka, couldn't do it as Asuka now counters into a suplex of her own. Well, Nia Jax awaits the winner of this one, who has been so dominant. She's even beaten the current women's champion of the WWE, Charlotte, as well. Nia Jax has proven that she is ready for the big time herself. She's ready to make that big step to the top, but she has unfinished business here in NXT. She wants to dominate NXT just a little while longer. And there's a lot of great contenders, as we're seeing in this one, looking to step up to take her on, but only one can win. Only one will get that shot. Those right hands there by Carmella. Asuka trying to get out of harm's way. Couldn't quite do it as now with that takedown, with that leg shot right to the face there. There's a great counter there by Asuka. It turns into a suplex there on Billie Kay as well. Asuka just starting to find her feet in this one, as now a face buster there by Carmella. Carmella and Billie Kay now, the only two in the ring. Opportunity for one of them to take advantage of that. Perhaps try and go for a cover here. As the boot right to the face there of Carmella from Billie Kay. Well, I've been impressed, as I said, Inzaguri there. All three of these women have impressed me. It's so close to call at the moment, as they head back and forth there, snapping back and forth as, Asuka had a chance to go for the cover there, just keep those shoulders down. I think that could have been a chance to put Carmella away. Couldn't quite connect with it, but that's okay. Stays in it anyways, does Carmella. She's going to get out of the ring while she gets a chance to catch her breath. Asuka now in the corner, and Billie Kay slowly but surely coming after in there. But Asuka was able to recover because of Billie Kay's slowness there. Attempted right hand, couldn't quite connect. Gets met with one of her own by Asuka. And now Asuka up there on the shoulders of Billie Kay. What about this from Kay? Billie Kay drives down Asuka, but Carmella straight back in the ring to make sure that Billie Kay doesn't end this match up there. Billie Kay hanging on to the ropes for dear life. Trouble here for her. But Asuka and Carmella after one another in an arm drag. Takes her down as Billie Kay breaks that one up. There's Billie Kay from behind. Takes down Asuka. Well, one of these three are going to win this one. And you just feel as though when there's an opportunity, for example, right now with Asuka outside the ring, that's when you're going to pounce. That's when you're going to strike. And that's when this one will be decided. As Carmella looking to put Billie Kay away. She's got the legs wrapped around Billie Kay, but it's not enough yet as Asuka back in. Tosses down Carmella. And instead of trying to make Carmella tap, she's going to make the most of the chance to pin her. But couldn't quite do it as a kick out at two. And well, Carmella thought she had Billie Kay beat right there, but Billie Kay was able to survive. There's now Carmella. Watches on to the outside as Asuka gets met with a DDT by Billie Kay, who's looking to put Asuka away now. Billie Kay with a chance to win. Billie Kay all alone. Oh, big boot right there to Asuka. Asuka is down and out. Billie Kay's just got to get rid of Carmella, and she can win this one right here and beat Asuka in the middle of the ring. Billie Kay's up top now. Trouble here as a Hurricane Runner off the top. Billie Kay this time trying to beat Carmella, but Asuka just got back to her feet in time to break things up. Timing was all wrong there by Billie Kay. Yes, now that cross arm breaker. Will Billie Kay tap right here with this arm breaker applied by Asuka? Billie Kay, will she tap? Oh, she got out of it. Billie Kay fought out of it, and she stays in it. I thought for sure she was going to have to tap there. Carmella now from behind. Grabs a hold of Asuka. Oh, drive her straight into Billie Kay. Both women bounce off one another. It's now, what about this? Some double teaming. And it's a double backbreaker, but Billie Kay straight away for the cover. No, she's not going to get it though as Carmella breaks it up. Asuka's going to roll out of the ring. Now here's a chance for Carmella or Billie Kay. Billie Kay! Wow, what a right hand. Catching some of the forearm there on Carmella. But Billie Kay still couldn't put her away. Now what has she got planned? What is she going to do? Oh, I thought she was going to fly off the top. She thought so maybe herself. Decided against it. Now she's going to go for the cover. Not sure if this is going to get her the victory. But again, putting pressure on Carmella. Perhaps not the wisest idea. I think she was in two minds to whether or not to fly. And that could cost her this matchup. Asuka's back in now and a chance has gone begging. Billie Kay had her beat. And I thought in the middle of the ring. If she could just connect with one big move. Now Asuka wraps Billie Kay up. And Carmella, she needs to break this up with a sleeper hold. And Asuka makes her tap. Well, Carmella was in the corner, resting up, catching her breath. But it's over. Asuka chokes out Billie Kay and steals this win right in front of Carmella. Well, Carmella had a chance to break it up. She had a chance to save the day. But she's made a huge mistake, a mistake that will cost her an opportunity at the Women's Championship at TakeOver number 5. Wow. Asuka, can you believe it? She's gotten away with that one. Carmella was right there to break it up. She's made a huge mistake. And now a title shot has gone begging. Asuka, though, she's happy. She's getting the title shot at TakeOver rather than Billie Kay and Carmella. Big win tonight for Asuka. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for tonight's episode of NXT. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like on this episode. Let's go for 3 likes to celebrate the triple threat for tonight's episode. Make sure you do not miss Extreme Rules coming your way Sunday live on BrendenPlayz. And keep an eye on the website, BrendenPlayz.com, for a countdown timer. So if you're not quite aware on when the show will be starting for you, there will be a countdown on the website so you can take a look to see when it will be going live. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz for more updates to do with the channel. Leave a like on our Facebook page, BrendenPlayz, as well. And visit the website and the forums, BrendenPlayz.com/forums. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you all at Extreme Rules.